Solomon Islands was centre stage for the war in the Pacific. Veterans of this conflict and history buffs can view a variety of World War II sites and museums right across this country. In the Western Province, Munda on New Georgia Island has anti-aircraft guns in the jungle, still pointing to the sky, left as they were 75 years ago. Back in Munda town, the Peter Joseph World War II Museum displays just about everything imaginable from the war. And the curator, Barney Poulsen, is a wealth of information. A small fee is charged, but worth every cent. Dog tags, hand grenades, rifles, aircraft engines, you name it, they're all on display.
This is 1943.
Barney is an expert on the conflict and is only too happy to answer questions and impart information.
When the Japanese slowly withdrew, retreated back to the north, Rabaul, fresh troops from Japan,
Yes.
and the Japanese, they came here to support that place, and then they wanted to build the airstrip.
Back on Guadalcanal, the main island of the Solomons, more World War II artefacts and collections can be found. Tateri Beach, a 40-minute drive from Honiara, has a collection of US Amtrak tanks on display. The Amtraks were amphibious landing craft that could make their way inland to better protect seaborne troops. There is also the usual collection of Coke bottles on display, so often found in the Solomons. Back in Honiara, there is a private collection with the owner restoring a World War II tank. Once again, there are masses of Coke bottles, guns, helmets, and piles of hand grenades, both US and Japanese. Head to the west of Honiara. Here you'll find a US tank in the bush. This twin-engine tank, known as Jezebel, is an unbelievable sight. Its thick steel walls penetrated by enemy fire. At over 30mm thick, the firepower must have been huge. This tank was later used by the US as target practice. Travelling further west is Vilu War Museum. Here, more tanks and anti-aircraft guns can be seen along with many aircraft, all collected from the jungle to be on display in one place. You can spend hours here looking at the different exhibits on display. Back in Honiara, 2 memorials were built to honour the fallen. The US memorial has accounts of battles etched into polished marble. The memorial is located on Skyway Drive on a hillock, the first hill that was occupied by the US forces overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It is to the west of the Manatankau River, which was the battlefront for many months between the Americans and the Japanese. It has a commanding view of Mount Austin and Iron Bottom Sound. Located on Mount Austin is the Japanese War Memorial. Many relatives of the fallen visit here each year to pay their respects and place flowers to honour them. The Solomon Islands, a country steeped in so much World War II history, it is so unique.